Is this a dreamatorium?
I beg your pardon?
Moderators, I'd like to read poetry for 60 seconds in your dreamatorium.
You get 30.
I'm requesting that you ask for a number 1 through 64.
20 seconds.
Tracy, what's your number? 1 through 64.
I'm a 4.
What number 4? Okay, that's called juvenile inexperience. The card indicates that you are in front of an abyss. Don't worry, it is the nature of the water that characterizes this hexagram to flow. Continue to flow. In this way, you will go beyond whatever obstacle that impedes your advance.
Thank you very much for the card.
What's 33?
33.
Trinity. That is deception. Something is making love flee. In fact, love is withdrawing, turning towards itself in order to protect itself. It cannot do otherwise. In short, you will be exhausted, and you will not even see the shadow of your love.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's hurtful. For what?
It's not personal. I mean, I'm reading from a little tarot card book.
Okay.
What's the name of the book?
I Ching of Love.
Oh, that's a nice title.
Yeah, it's the Chinese tarot.
Neat. Oh, who has me?
Frontal head and body like ribbon, 3 arms are angled, so that the thumbs meet in a line over the brow palm aside, facing fingers meet above head, forming between thumbs and fingers, the ascending triangle. Fire. Fire. The goddess thou, Ashneth. Frontal head and body like numbered 3 arms are angled, so that the thumbs meet in a line over the brow palmer's side, facing fingers meet above head, forming between thumbs and fingers, the ascending triangle of fire.
The goddess Oromoth. Same body and foot position as number 2. But head erect. Arms are brought down over the chest, so that the thumbs touch above the heart and the backs of the hands are to the front. The fingers meet below the heart, forming between thumbs and fingers the descending triangle of water. Same body and foot position as number 2, but head erect. Arms are brought down over the chest, so that the thumbs touch above the heart, and the backs of the hands are to the front.
That's true.
The fingers meet below the heart.
That was neat. The acid is the mind. The acid is the mind. The streams are the heart, which the heart is like that was neat. The acid is the mind. The acid is the mind. The streams are the heart, which the heart is much more complex and particular. The heart is here.
That's so crazy.
Class of doodles.
They got shoes supporting the sky, frontal heels together and slightly angled apart to the front, head down, arms angled up on either side of head about. Hit 1-5 from head to wrist and crooked as if supporting a ceiling just at head height with the fingertips, the palms face upward, and the backs of the hands away from the head. Thumbs close the side of palms, fingers straightened together.
heel and foot pointed left arms form a diagonal with body right above head and in line with the waist at waist height. Hands palmer and open with fingers outstretched and together. Head erect. Earth, the god set fighting. Frontal figure arty, foot pointed to the fore and angled slightly outward with weight on ball of foot elf heel touching arty, heel and foot pointed left arms form a diagonal with body right above head and in line with left at waist height, hands palmer and open with fingers outstretched and together. Head erect.
Be careful.
Into my loneliness comes
Taking donuts?
the sound of a flute in dim groves that haunt the uttermost hills.
The last one will blow your mind.
Even from the brave river they reach to the edge of the wilderness. And I behold Pan.
The snows are eternal above, and the perfume smokes upward into the nostrils of the stars.
But what have I to do with these? To me only the distant flute, the abiding vision of Pan. On all sides Pan, to the eye, to the ear. The perfume of Pan pervading, the taste of him utterly filling my mouth, so that the tongue breaks forth into a weird and monstrous speech. The embrace of him tends on every center of pain and pleasure. The sixth interior sense aflame with the inmost self of him. Myself, flung down the precipice of me. Into my loneliness comes the sound of a flute in dim groves that haunt the uttermost hills. Even from the brave river they reach to the edge of the wilderness. And I behold Pan. The snows are eternal above. And their perfume smokes upward into the nostrils of the stars. But what have I to do with these? To me, only the distant flute, the abiding vision of Pan. On all sides Pan, to the eye, to the ear, the perfume of Pan pervading, the taste of him utterly filling my mouth, so that the tongue breaks forth into a weird and monstrous speech. The embrace of him intends on every center of pain and pleasure. The sixth interior sense of flame with the inmost self of him, myself flung down the precipice of being, even to the abyss, annihilation,